Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 Sunday Night Football postgame show. Um, the Minnesota Vikings beat the Green Bay Packers 24 to 17 at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and it started tied at 7-7, and Minnesota just took it from there. And Green Bay tried to battle back, but they just could not do it. And Kirk Cousins gets the game ball, and Green Bay just was not able to do it. Minnesota just dominated this game, but I mean, it was only a one touchdown loss, so it was a pretty good game. But Green Bay just could not get the win, so that means Green Bay's gonna have to try really hard to win one next week. So we'll see what happens next week when they play their next opponent. And Minnesota, I know, is going to want to win their game. They're going to be playing next week, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to go over all the action. I'm going to go one more time. Thanksgiving Day, the three games. The Chicago Bears beat the Detroit Lions 23-16 at Soldier Field in Chicago. The Dallas Cowboys beat the Washington Redskins 31-23 at AT&T Stadium in Big D. And the New Orleans Saints beat the Atlanta Falcons 31-17 at Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. And now today's early games, we'll do them next. The Browns beat the Bengals 35-20 at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And the Browns got their first road win since October 2015. And they go to 4-6-1. The Bengals fall to 5-6. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the New York Giants 25-22 at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. The Buffalo Bills beat the Jacksonville Jaguars at Ralph Wilson Stadium in Buffalo 24-21. Jaguars have really been struggling lately, and this was a tough loss for them, but we'll see what they can do next week. And the Seattle Seahawks upset the Carolina Panthers 30-27 at Bank of America Stadium in North Carolina. The Baltimore Ravens wall out the Oakland Raiders at MT Bank Stadium in Baltimore 34-17. And the Raiders have just been struggling, and Baltimore's been really playing well, but the Raiders have just been struggling lately. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers walloped the San Francisco 49ers 27-9 at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And San Francisco's season has pretty much been over since Jimmy Garoppolo was out for the rest of the season with an injury, but Rollins isn't too bad. And rounding out the early games, the New England Patriots beat the New York Jets at MetLife Stadium in New York 27-13. Tom Brady just had this game dominated from the get-go, and Sam Darnold, he did all right, but he's been struggling lately. So we'll see what the Jets do next week, see if they can get a win. And New England, we know, is going to be back in the playoffs. And we'll get to late games just a sec. But in case you missed the college rivalry yesterday, the Ohio State Buckeyes walloped the Michigan Wolverines 62-39. And they will play Northwestern in the Big Ten playoffs next week, and that's going to be a challenge for them. And Alabama Crimson Tide and walloped Auburn 52-21 yesterday. And boy, they were on a roll too yesterday. And they're going to be in the college football playoffs too. All right, now the late games. The LA Chargers walloped the Arizona Cardinals 45-10. LA just had this from the get-go, and Arizona just never stood a chance in this one. But they did score 10 points. The Denver Broncos beat the Pittsburgh Steelers at Sports Authority Field in Denver 24-17. And Denver, they won this by a touchdown, but it wasn't easy. But Steelers just could not get the win. It was another tough loss for the Steelers. And the Indianapolis Colts beat the Miami Dolphins at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, 27-24. And this was a close one, but the Colts just had it at the end. They scored that field goal that got them the win. And it's already announced the Sunday Night Football score: the Vikings 24, Packers 17. Well, and my brother-in-law and I are both 94. I mean, you know we're going to end up in a tie. Brother-in-law Eric Will and I. And well, this has been a whirlwind week of football in Week 12 of the NFL. There's only 5 games left of the regular season, and the Browns are still in the hunt for the wild card spot in the playoffs. So we'll see what happens with that. And they're going to be going into Houston next week to play the Houston Texans, and that's going to be a challenge. But I know they're going to come up with a great strategy to really try to win that game. And I have to tip my hat to Freddie Cousins. He's been really doing good on the play calls. The offensive coordinator, Freddie Kitchens, has really been doing well. And I got to tell you, this is just, and I got to tell you, I'm hoping you all had a great Thanksgiving weekend and had a great turkey day, and a lot of turkey and bread dressing and mashed potatoes and all that, and just enjoy the time with your family and all that good stuff. So I know I did. And, boy, all I can say is, this is just, don't forget the Monday Night Football game tomorrow night. The Tennessee Titans will take on the Houston Texans at Energy Stadium in Houston, and I will have the pregame show for the Monday Night Football game tomorrow before the game, and then once it's concluded, I'll have the postgame show. So tune in for that. And boy, just what a... And I know I'm getting off track here. I'm going to plug this again. Notoriety Show Choir of Solon, which is an adult show choir that I am with. And it's for all my friends in Cleveland. We have our annual holiday concert coming up next week at Solon High School in the Lecture Hall. It's at 33600 Inwood Drive in Solon at 7 p.m. And the title of the show is When We're Together. And it's going to be an evening of great Christmas and Hanukkah songs to get you in the mood for the holiday season. And we are going to really have some great selections to really kick off this holiday season, really get you in the mood. And I got to tell you, you're in for a big treat. And the advance tickets are $10 in advance, and they're $5 for kids and $11 for seniors and $12 for adults at the door. Group sales 6 or more are $9. And for more information, call my friend Ann Michael, who's our accompanist, at 216-407-6707. Or you can go to the Notoriety email address at notorietysHowchoir@gmail.com. So all my friends in Cleveland, come on out and see us. When we're together, you're in for a great holiday treat. We're really going to get you in the mood for the holiday season. So, well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 Sunday Night Football post-game show, and I'll be back with the Monday Night Football pregame show before the Titans and Texans square up, and the post-game show after the Titans-Texans game is concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.